भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Namaskar to all of you, and also greetings to those who are watching from home this program. I am very happy and delighted to welcome Revered Swami Sharvananda ji Giri Maharaj to the Vedanta Center on behalf of Swami Atmagyananda ji and all of us, all the devotees. Swami Sharvananda ji Giri Maharaj started his training under the personal tutelage of the great Vedantin Swami Chaitanyananda Saraswati in 1984. He took his monastic vows in 1991 and mastered the entire Prasthanatrayam and Sanskrit grammar. Swamiji was appointed as the Acharya of the renowned Kailash Ashram in Uttarakashi and elected as the president of the Sadhu Samaj. He serves as the president of Chaitanya Tapavana Trust and vice president of Adi Shankara Brahmavidya Peetham. Swamiji has expert knowledge over the vast Vedantic literature as well as fluency in Sanskrit, Hindi, English and Bengali. After his presentation, if you like to ask questions, please write down your questions on paper and pen. We will give you paper and pen, and we will give the questions to Maharaj and he will answer the questions. Now we request Maharaj to give his presentation. Namaskar.
Swamiji, one watch time. Swamiji, my speech will be up to 8:30. Okay, and then questions. Okay, maybe a little bit plus minus. Tolerance is there, no? पादोदकं यस्य भवव्याधिनाशकं वचनामृतं यस्य ज्ञानभक्तिदायकं करुणामृतं यस्य खलु सद्मुक्तिदं शरण्यं तमेकं प्रणवं नमामि शरण्यं तमेकं प्रणवं भजामि श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतार वरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. My cordial and reverential pranam to all Swamijis and Brahmacharis, and devotional Om Namo Narayanaya to all the devotees. Today's topic is Bhakti Yoga. Okay. It's a bit high. Okay, this will do. Bhakti Yoga. There is two terms. One is Bhakti, another is Yoga. But when we make it a samas, compound word, Bhakti Reva Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. Then one verbal root is there, Bhaja Sevayam. With that verbal root, when you are adding a suffix, kitan pratyaya, in Sanskrit it is termed as pratyaya, then that ja first changing to ga, and then it changes to ka, and then words become bhakti. And yujiri yoge is also a verbal root, and with this, when we add a suffix ghe, then it's become yoga. Okay, those who don't know grammar, it's not a big problem, but the two words are there. This is Kridanta word in Sanskrit. Bhakti Reva Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti means the devotion itself is the means to unified with the God. Yoga means Yujiri Yoga, means just to become unified. Now I am thinking I am other than God. God is something different. He is staying somewhere else, but I am here. He is omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, but I am a limited entity. But with the proper process of devotion, when we come to know, no, he is not other than me, then we become one with him. And that is almost the salvation. Total goal of human life is this only. All the saints and the rishis and whoever has come in this world, they are showing us this thing only, that goal of the human life is to realize the self. Sometimes we do some mistake. What is this mistake? That we are hankering for the success of human life or success in human life. This discrimination should be clear to us. What I am hankering from, longing for. I am longing for the success in human life or success of human life. Success is in human life is dharma, artha, kama. And success of human life is moksha. Until and unless this discrimination is not clear, we all are running behind the dharma, artha, kama. So, now, how to reach that goal of the human life? I told you that this topic is Bhakti. Now, from different books or the scriptures, the definition of devotion, what I got, that I will tell you. The best book, as we know, Narad Bhakti Sutra. I think all of you heard the name of this book. In that, Narad Rishi is telling Shatu, it's flow of some thoughts towards your beloved. Generally, people are telling that it's a great problem to control the mind when we sit for the meditation. Then we think that we will think only one object, but immediately mind starts jumping, going either and thither. Now we are thinking the mind is a problem. But God created this mind with a nice quality that you have to capitalize. What is that nice quality? God gave a nice quality to the mind that whom it loves automatically goes to him. Isn't it? Is it not your own experience? Whom mind loves, mind automatically goes there. So now, when we are sitting for the meditation and we think that we will meditate on the God, but mind jumps to the worldly object. Why it's so? Because our love for the worldly object is much more than the love towards the God. Now, what is the way to make our mind understand that He is our only resort, only shelter, and only help in this creation? Nobody else can help you other than He. Just see, from morning to the evening, for any particular day, you think what you are doing to protect your body, which you are thinking that this is mine, and how much thing God is doing for you. My question is clear? Whatever thing you are doing for this body, to protect this body till morning to the evening, or till you go to the bed, whatever you are doing for this body, and how much God is doing for you, silently and being in you, but without disturbing you. How kind He is. Whatever food we are eating, the corns, the field, the water, everything is made of God. He has created all this thing. We have not created that thing. And moreover, Pushnami cha aushadhi sarva soma bhutva rasatmaka. Being the soma rasa in the moon, I feed all the herbs and the corns with the ras, with that nourishing fluid. And being the sun, I cook that. Then it's become hard. And aham vishwanara bhutta praninam dehamasrita prana pranu samajukta pachami annam chaturvidam. Just see, we are eating dal, bhat, and vegetables, etc. But who is converting it to the juice, to the bone, to the fat, to the blood, to the semen, up to the semen? How much effort you are putting, and knowingly what you are doing for it. But inside you, He is doing it for you. The unwanted thing which is not required by the body, in the morning, we evacuate that thing with the help of the Apan Vayu. That is also He, Prana Pranu Samajukta. So, in this manner, whatever we are doing, that matter, that your insentient body cannot do anything without the presence of that conscious entity. Like this, no? If you think, just for a day, if you think right from the mother's womb till the death, you will not be able to calculate. But just for a day, the tears will come to your eyes, that how kind He is. If I see that a person is helping me without asking anything from me, daily while going to office, he's keeping everything ready for me, food, dress, etc. And when I return from the office, then somebody is making ready everything for you. The automatically mind will have love for him. Isn't it? So if you go for the root cause of this creation, that what He has not given to us, that God has not given to us, automatically the love and the devotion will flow for Him. If you can make your mind understand in this way, then when you will sit for the meditation, mind will automatically go towards the God. Sacha tasmin parama prema rupa. Sacha tasmin parama prema rupa. There was one poet, in UP. His name was Ras Khan. In the year of 1978 or 79, I had been to Vrindavan. On the railway station, one poet, a sloka was written like this. Hey Krishna, Krishna Bhagavan, mama chitta vringa vishayadi pushpa virata yayato kadapi bhavata charanara vinde kripaya vama nayanena vikshasya tava padabjam. O Lord Krishna, if my mind in the form of a bee, you know, those who are licking the honey from the flower, from the lotus, if my mind in the form of the bee is licking the honey from the objects, sensual objects, worldly objects, if any time, if it is possible, that withdrawing my mind from the sensual object, if it goes towards lotus feet to lick the honey, kindly see your feet by your left eyes. In scripture, it is told that the place of the sun is on the right eyes and the place of the moon is on the left eyes. In general phenomena, it is this, that the lotus generally blossom in the sunlight, and then in the moonlight, all the lips closed, and the bee which is sitting inside, it dies in there. So that poet is praying to the God that if sometime my minds go in a lotus feet, kindly see your feet with your left eyes, because it is the place of the moon. What will happen? Then all the lips will be closed and my mind will be settled there. Pray like this to the God. Then one day will come, then our mind will also be set down there, and never, it will not think about any worldly thing. Such a parama prema rupa. And you will be able to feel his touch. Such a amrita sharupa, and ultimately it will lead you to the immortality. It will lead it to the immortality. So, another means in another Bhakti Sutra only, the definition of the Bhakti is given by Vyasdevji, Puja Dishu Anuraga iti Parashariya. Means do the puja, etc., means external activity for the God, first. Second is Katha Dishu iti Garga. In the Sutreshu Adarshanam Padam Sutrantarat Anuvartaniyam. If any word is missing in the sutra, in aphorism, then you can take it from the other sutra. So here, first word is that Puja Deshu Anuraga, this Anuraga pad is to be taken in the next sutra also. Katha Deshu iti Garga. Garga Rishi, Vyasdev is telling that you must have the inclination and the love for your obligatory duties. Puja, etc., whatever has been prescribed by the scripture for you in a domestic life also, that you have to perform for the God. Katha Deshu Anuraga, you are going to do for satsanga, listening, sravanam, kirtanam, like this, no? Their love in hearing the words of the Lord, and then chanting that thing in yourself. That love is also the term as devotion. And Atmarati avirodhena iti shandila. Shandila, it is still, the God is inside. And you have a natural love for the self. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavat. It has come in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Nava are pattu kamaya pati priya bhavati. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priya bhavati. I am liking my husband. It is not that he will like it, but it's for my pleasure. I am loving my husband. Same for I am loving my wife. It is not that he will like it, but it will for my pleasure only I am loving my wife. So Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priya bhavati. We all, it's natural, we all love most ourselves. When you understand that that self is inside, and I am loving the self only. So just it is a natural phenomenon. Try to understand that it is inside, not outside. So we are thinking that I am the body, so I am loving my body. We are thinking I am the gross body, subtle body, and the causal body. I think since you are attending the Vedanta classes, you know that what is the gross body, what is the subtle body, and what is the causal body. So means we have love for the gross body, and we have love for the subtle body. Means I'm intelligent, I'm a nice-looking man. It's for the gross body. Intelligence is of the subtle body. Like this, no? We have love. But inside the self is there. Actual love is there. But since I don't understand who am I, that's why we're loving that thing. So our Shanti Ladies is telling, do your all activities keeping in mind that it is due to the self only, which is inside. Narad Rishi, as he told that such a parama prema rupa, that's what Naradas too, tad arpito akhila acharata, tad vishmarani parama vyakulata iti. Surrender your all works to him. If you forget this remembrance, then you should feel a pang in your heart, a pain in your heart. How could I forget him? Like this, no? Narad Rishi is telling that do surrender everything to him. And understand that due to him only I am able to do everything. And if we forget him even for a second, you should feel a pain in your heart. How it's possible? How could I forget him? In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it has told that Bhagavan Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to chant Krishna, 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 like that. Every moment he was chanting. But while going for the natural call, no, he used to twist his tongue so that he cannot pronounce that thing. One day, one of his disciple saw it, and then he told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Guruji, when you are going for the natural call, then why you are twisting your tongue? Why you are stopping this utterance of Krishna? No, it is not the wise place. Then he is telling, if by chance this time your subtle body leaves your gross body, means you die, then utterance of the Krishna will not be there. And you are antakale chama me basmaran, if that is to be done, then you understood. And after that he left that process also. So like this, always a remembrance of the God. This is the devotion as told by the Narad Rishi. This has also got few differentiation in it. Some devotees like this, that's Dasya Bhav, Shakya Bhav, Vatshalya Bhav, Kanta Bhav, and Shanta Bhav. I am your servant, I am your friend, you are my son, and you are one with me. And no, there is no difference at all. And the example of this, Dasya Bhav is of Hanumanji with Ramji. Shakha Bhav is Arjun, and Draupadi is Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Vatshalya Bhav is Kaushalya and Jashoda with Bhagavan Ram and Krishna. And Kanta Bhav is Radha, Gopi Jatha Praja Gopi Jayam. And Shanta Bhav is Shanakshanandanadi. After knowing and realizing the truth that God is here itself, they become quiet. Like this, the devotion has explained in different manner. This is why from Narad Bhakti Sutra. Since we are from Vedanti and we claim that we are Vedanti, so Bhagavan Shankaracharya in his Vivek Chudamani, he gave a definition of devotion. Moksha karana samagram Bhaktir eva gariyashi Saswarupa anushandhanam Bhaktir itteva avidhiyate. Atma tat swatma anushandhanam iti apare jaguhu. Among the all means of salvation, the devotion is the best means. First he do this pratika, claim like this. Then what is the definition of devotion? Saswarupa anushandhanam bhaktir itteva avidhiyate. The inquiry of the self, really who am I? That is the best devotion. Do we think that it contradicts to Narada's statement? No. Because when you will do the inquiry on the self, where you will reach? I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am not the sense organ. Then what am I? Then ultimately, first you will reach to the Sakshi, to the witness, or to the Antaryami. And then, that by the grace of that Antaryami, you will be able to understand that what is the real nature of the Antaryami. In the 10th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upajantite. First, he gives us the buddhi yoga. Means we have to keep our mind in the God only. We have to think about the God. We have been sleeping, dreaming, whatever we are doing, everything is oriented with the God only. Like this, he gives us this. Because yeno mam upajantite, so that they can come up to me. Then what happens? Tesham eva onukam partham aham agyanajam tama nashayami atma bhavastha jnana deepena bhashyata. And due to compassion, since they are always devoting or surrendering that everything to me, then I destroy their ignorance, being in the self. Nashayami atma bhavastha, by the light of the knowledge. So, okay, if you cannot reach up to that, the self, surrender to the God, think about Him, and surrender everything to Him. It is by His grace, He will destroy your ignorance. So, by the definition of Bhagavan Shankaracharya, Saswarupa Anushandhanam Bhaktirityeva Avidhiyate, there is no contradiction with the statement of Narada. Just little difference in the thought process. One is full of flow of some bhava, and another with rationally analysis. In Bhagavata, we are telling that Navavidha Bhakti, Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padashevanam, Bandhanam, Archanam, Dashyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. As Narada has told, no, the Katha Dishu Anuraga iti Garga. So in Narada Bhakti Sutta that is coming, Sravanam, Kirtanam, that listening about the God, as you have come here for satsanga, means you have love to listen something about the God. So this is the one indication of the devotion. And you like, and then simply you are listening here, but as soon as we will go out of this hall, we should not forget it. Kirtanam, you chant in yourself and discuss in yourself, then it will have a permanent reaction in your brain. And then it will be in you. Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam. So, Kirtanam means, then Smaranam means Mananam. Remember, repeatedly remember. Padashevanam. Padashevanam, that here is no, that Puja Dishu Anuragi iti Parashariya. Means Vyasdevji Puja Dishu. Means it's the external phenomena. Means considering, yes, I am sitting by the side of the Lord. I am doing His Padaseva. While we are prostrating to Thakurji or Swamiji, you should feel that your forehead is touching His feet and He is touching your head and gracing you. This feeling will come. If you practice it, no, this feeling will come to you. Then whenever you will prostrate to any of your Ishta, then you should feel, whenever either you are doing prostration to the Shivalinga or to the Shaligram Shila or to any idol of God or goddess. You know, there was one great devotee of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. His name was Shurdas. He was blind. He used to stay in Vrindavana. One day, while moving, he fell into a well and trying to come out of that well. But he was unable to come out of that thing. Then he started praying to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna came in the form of a small boy and just giving his hand. Okay, come out, Swamiji, come out. Hold my hand. And he hold his hand and he come out of the well And he was a young boy. So just leave my hand, now I will go to play. But Vishuddhas was not intending to leave that hand because he felt that it is not a simple hand. Then he's telling Bhagavan Sri Krishna powerfully that he get rid of that god and then run away. Then he's chanting this. Hastam akshipsha jato Shri Krishna balat kim adbhutam hridayad yate nirnayashi paurusham ganayamite. Oh Krishna, means forcefully being free from my hold, you are running away. Okay, what speciality is there? But if you can go out from my heart, if you can go out from my mind, then I will count your manliness or free will. So this type of feeling should come in our mind. Then wherever you will go, then because it's an all-pervading entity. It is always there in you, but due to our external attachment, we are not introvert, so we cannot feel his presence in ourselves. But it's by the God grace only. If we try for the few days, it will automatically come. Then never you can think that I am other than Supreme Thing. Shravanam, Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam. Just feel it that he is with me. I am doing his seva, I am doing puja, I am preparing food for him, I am doing everything for him only. Vandanam, Archanam, Dasham, Shakham, Atmam Nivedana. Vandanam means worshipping, chanting. Then I told you that Navidha Bhakti, among this, Dashabha, means I am your servant. Whatever I am doing it for you. Please order me, please guide me. Like this, you pray to him. Dasham, Shakhyam, I am your friend. Be always with me. Like I gave you the example of Arjuna and Draupadi. Vandanam, Arjuna, Shakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. Lastly, total surrender, total commitment for him only. Like this, no, it has told in Bhagavat. So, and what about Bhagavad Gita? Bhakti. So I gave you the definition of from Narad Bhakti Sutra and from Vivek Chudamani, and this is from Bhagavat. And as I come to know from the traditional teachers that manmana bhavat bhakta mad jaji mam namaskuru mameva ishashi yukta evam atmana mat parayana. Manmana bhavat bhakta mad jaji mam namaskuru mameva ishashi atmaivam mat parayana. Means manmana bhava, try to keep your mind always in me. Mad bhakta bhava, think about me. Then mat jaji, whatever you are doing to me only. That he told in the 9th chapter, that jat karoshi, jat asnashi, jat juhushi dadashi, jat tapashishi kaunte, tat kurusha madarparam. Surrender everything to me. Do everything for me only. And what will happen? Mat parayana means thinking this, he is our only resort, only shelter, only help. Then what will happen? One day you will become one with me. Evam atmanam yukta mameva ishashi. When you will think about me, when you will be one with me, and ultimately you will indwell in me only. This verse is given in Bhagavad Gita 2 places, at the end of the 9th chapter and the 65th verse of 18th chapter. Means this is Abhyas Linga, the thing which I want to establish, I repeat that thing in front of you. So the definition or what is Bhakti that I have told from Narad Bhakti Sutra, from Vivek Chudamani, from Bhagavata and Bhagavad Gita. Now how to achieve this thing? So what is Bhakti and how to attain this thing, and what is the result we are going to get from it? These 3 things is to be explained simply to understand. In 12th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling that first is, because there also he is telling, ye tu sarvani karmani mai shannasta matpara ananyaiva yoganabam mam dhayantu upasate teshamaham samurdharta mrityu samsara karanat. One who is surrendering everything to me, I become a rescuer, means I rescue them from this turbulent worldly ocean. So what is to be done? Then Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling, first, Mai eva mana adhatsa, Mai buddhim niveshaya, nivashishasi mai eva, ata urtham na samshaya. Try to keep your mind always in me. Mai eva mana adhatsa, Mai eva mana adhatsa, Mai buddhim niveshaya. Once telling about the mind, again Bhagavan is telling, and buddhi also you should insert in me only. Mind and intellect. If you go to the Katha Upanishad, nice verses is coming there. Atmanam rathinam viddhi, shariram ratham evatu. Buddhi tu sarathim viddhi, mana pragram evacha. Indriyani hayani ahur, vishyan teshu gocharan, atma indriya manoyukta, bhokta ittavur maneshina. Here I will take only the two. Buddhi is the Sarathi, is the charioteer, and the mind is the rein, the lagam, and Indriya are the sense organs, are the horses, and the objects are the road on which the horses are running. Just see, one chariot, and the owner of the charioteer is the Atma. He is sitting on the chariot, and the 5 horses are trying to run in the 5 different directions. Then what will happen? The chariot will break, and charioteer will fall. So the Sarathi, the owner of the chariot, he will fall. So Sarathi, the Buddhi, he must have a caught strong hold on the rein, on the lagam, on the mind. So mai eva mana adhatsa, mai buddhim nivesha. Have a vigilant view to your mind by your intellect, whether it's going towards the Lord or somewhere else. If it tries to go somewhere else, immediately caught it and bring it back to the Lord. Mai eva mana adhatsa, mai buddhim niveshaya. Nivashishasi mai eva. If you can practice it, within few days you will feel, I am sitting in the God's lap only. I am one with the God only. Ata urdham na sangsho. So when we leave this body, then invariably you will be one with me. So now, how to think mayeva mana adhatsa? So sitting in the temple by meditating on the God, it's for a few minutes or it may be for the few hours. But again, that Bhutan will come out in the worldly dealing and you will forget that thing. So how to practice that thing? Mayeva mana adhatsa. Whatever thing is coming in front of us, it is nothing but God only. Sarvam khalu idam brahma. Atmaiva idam sarvam. Purusha eva idam vishwam. In different Upanishads, the words are coming like this. Whatever I am seeing, whatever the things are coming in front of me, it is nothing but the name and the form of the name and formless. One who is in its real nature, name and the form and the attributeless, but he is coming in front of me with different name and the form and the attributes. If you have form in this decision, then also some problem will come. You know, it's rather easy to understand. A flower rose or the Ganges water is God. But dung or the drain water, how it can be God? That contradiction will automatically come to mind. But if you can think it properly, that without that Sat Chit, the existence and understanding of its existence, that is the real nature of the God. So God is everywhere. By analyzing this thing, either it's in that coronavirus was also the name and the form of the God. Don't hate it. The patient who is a Kushtha, what will be the English for the Kushtha rog? Leprosy, correct. The leprosy patient is God, it's all right. But leprosy disease is also the name and the form of the God. It's rather difficult to understand. But buddhi niveshaya. buddhi nivesha, by analysis, because nothing can come into the existence without the existence of the God. So in this way, if we can analyze, then whatever the things are coming to you, ultimately one day will come. Everything, sarvam khalu idam brahma. Whatever is coming to me, whatever I am seeing, that is nothing but the God only. Then you will not give the value of the name and the form. You will give the value of the Sat, Chit and Anand. This is the first step. If you are unable to do it, it is a bit intellectually, and when mind becomes tranquil, then only it's possible to do it. But if you are unable to do it, then what to do? Okay, take the help of some idol. Then Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling, Atha chittam samadhatum na shaknosi mai sthiram abhyasa yogena tata mamichhamaptum dhananja. Then do practice for it. If you are unable to think it in this manner, okay, take the help of Thakur Ramakrishna's idol. Try to keep your mind concentrated on that. Or in the Shivalinga, it's nothing but the Lord Shiva only. In the Shalikram Shila, it's Pratik Upasana. Practice, do it like this. Atha chittam samadhatum na shaknasi maistana. If you are unable to keep your mind concentrated to see me everywhere, okay, no problem. Where you can see me, see there only. First start from there. Try to keep your mind concentrated. In Yoga Sutra, one sutra is coming, Jatha Abhimatam Dhyanadva. Means, so okay, you are unable to keep your mind in any name and form of the Lord, no problem. The thing which gives you pleasure, any incident of your life, try to keep your mind for a long time thinking about that incident which gives you pleasure. After that, you take help of some scriptural support. And then it means once you are habituated to keep your mind in an object for a long time, then you will be able to set your mind in the God also. That's why Maharishi Patanjali has written, Jatha Abhimatam Dhyanadva. So next step is, Atha Chittam Samadhatu Na Shaknasi Maistiram Abhyasa Yoga. We need practice, because we are not habituated to think about the God. Our mind is habituated to think about the worldly object. So, and moreover, another problem will come. Just see, still now we are ordering the mind when we are putting the light off and closing our eyes and the sense organs. The first tendency of the mind is to sleep, because we are habituated to do that thing. So you have to make your mind understand, no, now I don't want to sleep, I want to meditate now. Laye shambodhayat chittam. Then if try to sleep, try to woke it up. Vikshittam samayat puna. When it will woke up, again it will start jumping. Try to make it control. Again, you try to keep the mind in your desired object. Laye shambodhayat chittam vikshittam samayat puna. Sakashayam bijaniyat. But one stage will come to your mind. It will neither sleep, neither it will jump, neither it will think of your desired object. Suppose a naughty boy wants to play. Mother is telling you can't go to the field. Go and study. What he will do? He will not study. Neither he will go to the playground, neither he will study. He will set stumble. No, I will not do anything. This is the third condition of the mind. Be very careful of this. And after that one stage will come, the mind will automatically flow towards the Lord. This verse is from Manduka Karika. Gaurapadacharya wrote like this. So, this is the thing. Atha chittam samadhatum na shaknosi mahistiram abhyasya yogena tata mamichhamaptum dhananjaya. Now, third, if you are unable to do it, means you are not getting much time to practice this thing, then what to do? Then Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling another. Abhyase pyasamarthosi matkarma paramo bhava madartham api karmani kurban siddhim abapsasi. even if you are unable to do this type of practice, so means you are unable to control your mind, then what to do? That Narada she told, according to Vyasdevji, Puja Deshu Anuraga. Puja Deshu Anuraga iti Parashariya. Means do the activities for the God only. Clean the temple, prepare food for the God. Whatever you are doing, do for the God only. This is the third alternative. Atha chittam samadhatum na shaknasi maist abhyasa yogan. Then abhyasa pi asamarthosi mat karma paramo bhava. Whatever I will do, that I will do for the God only. It's the difficult being staying in the household life. It is for the sadhus. Since we have come to the ashram, so whatever we are doing in the ashram, that is for the according to the order of Guru or according to the rules of the ashram. So whatever you are doing, for the God only. So this is the third step. Even if you are unable to do this thing also, then what other alternative is? That is common for all. That anybody can practice it. That is, atha etad api ashaktoshi kartum mad yogamashrita sarva karma phalatyagam tatah kuru yatatmavan atha etadapyashaktoshi kartum mad yogamashrita sarva karma phalatyagam tatah kuru yatatmavan. So, first step is mayeva manadhatsa. If you cannot do it, practice for that. If you cannot do it, do the work for the God only. Even if, then also you will be able to success in the human life. You will get the success of the human life. Kurban siddhin abhapsasi. But in stage, in a sequence, you will gradually, when we will do the work for the God, then the love for the God will automatically come. And when you will sit for the meditation, then mind will be stuck there. And afterward, the time will come. Wherever you are, your mind will be there only. Body may, anywhere it may be, but your mind will be there only. But if the three alternatives is not conducive for us, then what is the fourth alternative? That fourth alternative Bhagavan is telling, Atha etadapi ashaktasi. Even if you are unable to do this also, then what you have to do? Kartum mad yogamastita. Whatever work you are doing, just you surrender all this to me. All this to me. Whatever work, without hankering any result of that thing, and surrendering your ego and egocentric selfish desire. And just mad yogasata and with a Kuru Jata Atmaban, with a lead a self-controlled life. So three things are needed here. A controlled life and a surrendering attitude, and we must have a control on my ego and egocentric desires, ego-oriented desires. This is the most subtle thing. When we are thinking, we are surrendering our ego, then another ego is coming up, that I am surrendering my ego. So, this is with subtle thing, you must have to be very vigilant on your mind that everything, the surrender means surrender. There is no I-ness, no minus should be there. So these are the four, whatever work we are doing in our daily life, do that thing. It's not a problem. But while doing that thing, first, I am not the doer. I am not the agent. It's his work, he is doing, taking help of this body. Like this, surrender everything to him. The result will not come, that I am not saying. When each and every action has got equal and opposite reaction. But you will not identify yourself with the reaction. I mean, reaction is only two. Either you will become joy or you will become sorry. Then you will not identify. If the result is your desired result, then we are becoming happy. It is the undesired result, we are becoming unhappy. The result is only two. That either I am becoming happy or unhappy. Then nowadays what happening? We are identifying ourselves, I become unhappy and become happy. But when you are surrendering your ego, then you will not identify yourself with that happiness or with the unhappiness. These are the way to get devotion. To get devotion. Now, that what result we will get? what result you will get. Means you will be one. In 18th chapter, in the conclusion, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Ahankaram balam darpam kama krodha parigraha vimuchya nirmama shanta brahma bhuyaya kalpate. See, ahankara, balam, darpa, kama, krodha, parigraha. Means there should not be any ego in my mind. Bal, my force, the darpa means what? That ego and showing something that is not in me, but I am showing, try to show myself, this, I have done this, I have done that, without doing that thing. Ahankarang balam, kama, the desire or the lust, krodha, the anger, and parigraha. It's a human being has a tendency to accumulate the thing. There is a nice story in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad that three, the sons of Prajapati, Dev, Manava, and Danava, once they went to their father, Prajapati, and asked him, please advise us something. All of them, three, called separately, and Prajapati told the same word, the. But when he asked the deities that, do you understand the meaning of this the? Every individual knows that what is my deficiency. Devatas knows that we are the very much desirous, fond of, means enjoying the sensual objects. So our father is telling us that damyata, control yourself. Meaning of the is control yourself for the devatas. And when the Danava came, the demons came, then also he used the word the. Do you understand the meaning of this the? Yes, what? We are cruel. Be pity on everybody. Daya karo. The means daya. Be pity, have pity on everybody. Third, the human being on there. The. Do you understand the meaning of this the? What? You have a tendency to accumulate the thing. You have a tendency, in spite of your room will be filled with all the objects, but still, if you see some new thing, let me purchase that thing. Let me be that way. It may not be useful for you, but still you have the capacity to purchase, you will purchase. But Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling, Prajapati is telling, Dan karo. The three words are the same. Damyata, datta, doyadhum. Means control yourself, have pity on everybody, and as much as possible, do charity. Do charity. And means this, the thing is less, then your anxiety also will be less. As much the thing will be with you, the anxiety will be moved to you to protect those things. So if you can lead your life with the minimum requirement, then anxiety will be less. If you can surrender your ego to the Lord, then also your anxiety will be less. Because you are thinking, I am the doer, I will do everything, and I am able to do that thing, your tension will be more. But if you can surrender, then you will be able to reach the goal of the human life, and at the same time, you will live a peaceful life. So, here, while surrendering, if by mistake, if you are sometime do some prohibited work which you are not supposed to do, if sometime this thing happens that I have done some prohibited work, then also what you can do, you surrender it to the God. One verse is coming in Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, Sarva karmani api sada kurvan mad vyapasrayo mad prasadat avapnoti shashyatam padamabhyam. Means Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling, whatever work you are doing in your life, it may be a obligatory duty, means injuncted by the scripture, or by mistake you have committed that some prohibited work, you have done some prohibited, okay, no problem, you surrender. Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Bhagavan Shankaracharya is writing the meaning of api, means if you are doing some prohibited work also, but confess it to the God, that by mistake I have done it, please forgive me. Then by the grace of the God, you will attain the state of the goal of the human life. Like this, no? I told you what is the devotion and how to attain this devotion. and what is the result we are going to get from this devotion. In short, in brief, it is like this. And I told you that devotion you can understand that the difference that Dasya Bhav, Shakhya Bhav, Vatsalya Bhav, Kanta Bhav and Shanta Bhav, you can feel it in yourself. Hanumanji once asked by Rama, what do you think about me? Then Hanumanji is replying, Deha Drishta Tava Dasha Asmi, Jiva Drishta Tava Angshu Asmi, Sarupato Tavaiva Ahamasmi, Iti me Nishchitamati. Hanumanji is telling, with relation to the body, I am your servant. But with respect to the jiva, I am a part of you. But by my real nature, I am indifferent from you. I am you only. This is my nishchitamati. This is my firm conviction. So like this, in this human life only, you can also realize this thing and have it. Okay, the body will be there. God has given this body. Imam prapya bhajasamam. Getting this human body, our duty is to worship God. Let the body be there. It's a very nice instrument Bhagavan has given to us. We have to utilize it properly. Not for the sensual objects, not for the... When I first met my Guruji, at that time I don't know that he will be my Guru. But reading one that the Swamiji was asking me, Swamiji, how you come to this path? By any means, one book has come to me, that is Jugacharya Sangha Upadeshamrita. It's written by a saint who was the secretary of Bharat Sevashram Sangha. Reading that book, that thought has got here. There is another side of the human life. I have never thought about that. Within few days, at that time I was engaged in my duties or whatever it meant job in Kanpur. I got an opportunity to go to Calcutta. I was working on the road. Hearing some sound of the Arati, Kashar Ghanta, then I thought, from where this sound is coming? I asked a tea shop owner that from where this sound is coming. There is Bharat Sevashram Sangha, there Arati is going on. Then I went there, and there I saw, the same photo was there on the top of the front page of the book. Then I asked some Swamiji, the Swami who wrote this book, Yugacharya Sangha Upadeshamrita, is he there in the ashram? Is he in the ashram? Yes, he is there. You go to the first floor, second floor, something like this. He is there in the room. Then after completion of the Arati, everybody was going to prostrate the Swamiji's in different room. Then when I reached the room, 2-3 fellow others were there. They are doing prostration to that Swamiji. And when they come out, I entered the room. As soon as I prostrated him, he told in Bengali, Khaiya poira bangsho vriddhi korte manushoya janmao nai. You have not got this human body just to eat, drink and marry. There is some different work is also there. Some other way. Khaiya poira bangsho vriddhi korte manushoya janmao nai. Aro kisu kaj ase. There is some different work for you. I told him, what you are telling, I have not asked you anything, I have not understood anything. When the time will come, then you will be able to understand. But the first meeting with my Guru, he told me like this. And from then only, what is that other work? What is that other work? That inquiry started. But still he was in Calcutta. I went to my working place in Kanpur. But when the due time came, it is by God's grace and Guru's grace that he led me to this path. And I went to Himalaya, that I will do there. And I have come to know that by austerity, anything is available by austerity and the penance. I will go to Himalaya, mein jaakar ke tapasya karenge. I will do penance in Himalaya. And then I ran away from there. And now this is the present state. So, devotion, bhakti, is the best means to reach the goal of the human life. You must have a proper discrimination. What I am anchoring for? The success of the human life or success in human life. For the success of the human life, you must have to take restore to the lotus feet of the Lord. Surrender everything. You know, in the beginning of the life, I met one doctor in Uttarkashi in the year 85. Because that Mataji whose ashram I was staying, the Mataji fell sick. There was no doctor. Hospital was not also good. Mataji was unable to go to the doctor. Then I have come to know there is one doctor nearby the cremation ground in the Uttarkashi. I went to him. He was doing Upasana of Hanumanji. Afterwards I come to know. But he came down and 2-3 old villagers, poor villagers were sitting there. He saw them and give the prescription and give some medicine also. Then I told him, Dr. Sir, you are doing such a good job here that really my mind became pleased. Folding his hand, he told me, Swamiji, please pray to the God. This thought should also not come in my mind. What? That I am doing a very good job for them. Folding his hand, I told him, Doctor, you are my first teacher in this life. That really this type of thought should also never come in our mind that I am doing a good job by serving the society or by serving anybody. This is the total surrender. And if we can do it, ultimately we can reach the goal of the human life. Let me finish here because 8:35. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Vangshi Vibhushita Karan Navaniradaabhat Pitambara Daruna Bimba Faladharostat Purnendu Sundar Mukhat Arvindra Netrat Krishnat Param Kimapi Tattam Aham na jane. Krishnat Param Kimapi Tattam Aham na jane. Sri Satchidanand Bhagavan ki Jai. Sri Sadgurudev Bhagavan ki Jai. Om Namo Narayanaya.
Thank you, Maharaj. If you have any questions, we can write them on paper. We'll give you paper and pen, and Maharaj will answer the question.
But there is one game in TV I have seen somewhere that if you want to take help to give by giving the answer, if you want to take help of somebody, here also you have to consider that thing. I may take help of Swami or Brahmacharis because sometimes I may not understand the meaning of that question. That's why I will take your help. Okay, or Swamiji. Or you can give her a mic so that I can listen. Or you can, what is your procedure for question answer? If it is writing, it's all right. Oh, okay. Okay, problem.
Best way to go to the Shivaji's abode. Shivaji's abode.
Swamiji, you are in Kailash. Kailash means Kailash Manas Sarovar. No, I have never gone there. It's Kailash Ashram Rishikesh, and then it's in Uttarkashi. It's a place of study. I have not gone visiting. It's Sahaj Samadhi. Sahaj Samadhi means your mind and intellect will come to such a state that you are always in that transform. Means you are always that. Means in spite of that, I am that all-pervading supreme consciousness. That will be there form in you. But you will deal with the body because this is the seat. This is the seat for that Atma. And these are the organs. Neither I cannot be the instrument, but I am something other than that. In that way, you can have in your own state each and every time. That is the Shiva's place. But if you want to go to Kailasa, Manasaravar, then you have. He used to go for the walk each and every evening in the mountain path. One day one of his disciples asked him, Swamiji, you are going in the mountain, if you fall in a pit or some khai, then it will be, means not nice for us people, what they will say. Then Swamiji said, okay, one day you come with me. Then they went for a high trek, and after going there, when they got a big pit there, then Swamiji is telling, give me a thrust so that I can fall in that pit. Swamiji, how can I do it? It is not. I am your guru. I am telling you, you must have to do it. I said, no, I cannot do it. You will go to the hell. He is telling Swamiji, it's better for me. I can go to the hell, but I cannot give you thrust to follow you in the pit. Then Swamiji is laughing. You, being a simple disciple, you cannot thrust me in that pit. The Lord whom I surrendered, how He can cause me to fall in that pit? So, in our daily life, you can also understand this thing. If you have a complete surrender for me, how the sorrow or unhappiness can come to you? You will always be happy. Just practice the surrender, everything. Okay? Swamiji, so end of you. That.
Thank you, Maharaj. We had the pleasure of listening to Maharaj, a very detailed and erudite presentation of Bhakti devotion as taught by Narada Maharshi and supported by the teachings of Shankaracharya and Prahlada, Shandilya, Garga and other teachers. It was a very nice presentation. In the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, Sri Ramakrishna has said that for the Kali Yuga, the path of bhakti, devotion, as described by Narada, is the most appropriate path. And that Maharaj has very nicely, with supported quotations from scriptures, from Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavatam and other scriptures, nicely presented. We thank you very much, Maharaj. We hope you will come again and give us the pleasure of your presence. After this conclusion of this meeting, we can all go downstairs for a light dinner. And on behalf of the Vedanta Center of Greater Washington, D.C. and all the devotees, I like to make a very humble offering to Maharaj.
Okay, I express my cordial gratitude to you all that patiently you have listened to all this. Okay, and gratitude to Swamiji also that he allowed me to come here and give me opportunity to speak in front of you. My gratitude that Swamiji is not here, but still my prostration and reverence to him. Om Namo Narayana.